The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Shotgun now for Carr. Got his man. That's Tyrell Williams. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 13-yard line. Well, they're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this, and hey, you know, how you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
I didn't offer mine.
You know, you were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Carr now to throw. That is caught at the 7. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup, and they're going to have a 3rd down. It's been a 7-play opening drive, and this is 3rd and short. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it 1st and goal. Working from the gun, it's Carr. That's going to be caught by Williams for a Raiders touchdown. Tyrell Williams, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Raiders drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 22. Here's a guy on his 4th franchise in 2 years, Carlos Hyde. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
We're pretty quiet, D. 59! Check 3, check 3. 6, alert, alert!
From the 27, Watson. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big 3rd down pickup of 20 yards. Watson on 1st down. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock Dalvin away and bring up 2nd down.
He'll buy some time right. It's complete. Stills. And he's going to have this down deep into Oakland territory. A huge play there for Houston. 48 yards. 1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. Again, it's Watson. He hurt him, and it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Gary and Conley. And he's into the clear. He's at the 40, the 30.
This was almost what I've heard referred to as a pick 12.
Pick 12, explain.
Well, you're talking about the 6 that they were trying to get.
Because they were so close to the end zone.
And now the 6 going the other direction. So when you take a look at it, teams on the march, they're in the red zone. Then after the interception, and it took a touchdown-saving tackle to keep him from going all the way.
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. On 2nd and 9, Carr. That's going to be caught by Williams for a Raiders touchdown. Tyrell Williams with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now 14-0. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This is fielded at the goal line. And he's going to be taken down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Watson now to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Well, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. It takes a touchdown-saving tackle to bring him down as he goes 32 yards on the return. And the Raiders will have a short field to work with as they take over. On 1st down, Carr. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Definitely worth taking another deep shot here. He's already found the end zone twice here in the first half.
Yeah, go back to that same well. They've had trouble containing him, but able to contain. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
They just gave up a sack there. If I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Carr gives to Richard. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. On 2nd and 9, Carr. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. Throw from Carr complete to Renfro. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider first down. Carr now 8 of 11 in this first half. He's got it 1st and 10. This is Richard. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. It's complete to Williams. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry, ball gets tipped in the air. Because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense. The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. The Raiders on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. They'll run it with Jacobs. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage.
Well, they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times, that's a passing play.
And the kicker just has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 21-0. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
To throw again on 2nd down. Watson. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Now a first down throw. Watson. Screenplay. Johnson. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Play action for Miller. Now Watson. He's letting this one go for Fuller. This is caught, and he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Will Fuller, his 4th touchdown on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed, and a lot of football, full half to be played. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
Carr now on first down. He's going to look deep down the field. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. To throw again. Carr. Flush to his right. They find some open field here. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Carr can beat you in a lot of ways. The scramble there, a perfect example as he gets the first. Throwing on first down is Carr. And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. The final shot here before half for Carr. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Raiders out in front. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more.
And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Houston. Will Fuller, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far, as his guys are back within a single score. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Who's got this?
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They've seen their 21-0 advantage cut to just 7, so time to go back to work here. 1st and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. J.J. Watt, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Now Carr. Now this will be caught. Tyrell Williams. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards. Carr now 11 of 16 through the air. It's 1st and 10. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. Benardrick McKinney, a first-time Pro Bowler a season ago, in on the tackle there. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
This pass from Carr taken in by Waller, and he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 45-yard line. 2nd year in Oakland for Waller after being signed off the Ravens practice squad, but only 6 catches, 75 yards a season ago. Then he got a lot of hype in the offseason following OTAs. Their offensive coordinator saying, you know, Darren, you have that position. Coach Gruden went as far as to say, Darren, you have the chance of a lifetime here. Well, now it's time for Darren Waller to go out there and prove it. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Carr, and he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. This gain not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the 2.
Check, 55, Mike. Hey, that's good. Check. Lucky.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. Jalen Richard, his second touchdown on the season. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the second extra point he's missed so far. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This fielded at the 2. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, to see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time.
That's true. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked by Darryl Worley. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. They go back to the ground, this time Jacobs. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Now this is brought in by Pryor. And he's got the first, but we also have a flag on the field. And they're already walking backwards. So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? From the gun, it's Carr. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first. On the ground, Richard. Tashawn Gibson there on the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 44-yard line.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 44-yard line. Jacobs now. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
On the draw, Richard. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. From the gun, Carr. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. Now Carr. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
So once again, they dial up the pressure and get home and get a sack. It brings up a 3rd and long, but it's really not an unmakeable one, especially considering they just gave up back-to-back sacks.
Carr now on 3rd and goal. And he's going to go down again. Defensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
Carlson able to put this one through. And that will swell the lead to 16. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action.
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and a yard. At the 40.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. He's letting this one go for Fuller. 39 yards there, a big one. What a game it's been for this duo.
They remind me of a good comedy team. They know how to play off of each other so well. No matter how one riffs, the other's right there to pick them up, and they are shredding them in this ballgame.
And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Duke Johnson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as they are able to cut into that lead. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. Here's Watson. Blitz coming, and down he goes. A very pivotal 2-point try that does not go their way. Now it's a big uphill battle for the rest of the 4th quarter.
The attempt was to try and make it a 1-score game, right? Touchdown, get 2, and now you've tied it up. Instead, they don't get it, still down 10.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Short kick here, fielded about the 17. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs to keep up with your theme there.
That's caught inside the 20. A big play that time for the Raiders. 53 yards. Sometimes the one-handed catches are unnecessary, but he was trying to ward off the defender with the other, so maybe that was just a good play.
So that tells you that not only do they imagine those types of catches, they actually work on them with defenders jostling them in order to keep their concentration and haul it in.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. 3rd touchdown pass now for Derek Carr. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that, truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
Let's go. Do it.
The Texans take over 1st and 10.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
You can't block me. You can't.
Now a play fake, and it's Watson going deep for Hopkins. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked by Darryl Worley. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look.
Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's third down now.